Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Arrow Nicely News. It is going to be a great episode today because I, Lenny Hernandez, sit down with Drue Bettey-Donelson, the Senior Living Counselor over at the Wellington Senior Living in, drumroll please, Liberty, Missouri. Yes, we are building a community in Liberty just outside of the Kansas City area, and we cannot wait to share all the details about it. So I'm going to sit down with Drue to bring you that interview right now, actually. Yeah, right now. Roll that title sequence. That means we're ready to go. Drue Bettey-Donelson, hello, Senior Living Director over at the Wellington Senior Living in Liberty, Missouri.
Yes, I'm very excited. Well, I'm not the director yet. That's to come. I'm still the coordinator. But if you think it into fruition like The Secret, it'll happen.
Drue, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've done retail for years. I'm what you call a knower of a lot and a doer of none. So I've been back and forth to school, nursing, psychology. I even did a stint in cosmetology. But retail has kind of been where it's been. I actually just came from doing bridal gown design with David's Bridal. So, and before that, I've done luxury retail. So Coach, Kate Spade, Tory Burch, did a stint with them. I was in the talks before I actually came here with Dior. So it was between Christian Dior and Arrow Senior Living, and Arrow Senior Living fits more with what I like. So here I am, but I'm going to bring the style. What I basically do is I'm kind of your counselor. I mean, it's an ever-changing, evolving process, and no one knows all the answers. And I try as much as possible, all of us do, to really help guide through the process and make it easy and answer those questions, because there's no silly questions. I mean, for example, yesterday I spent all day long being a counselor. I spent 2 hours with each person, and it was just an onslaught of emotional bleh, and that's why I'm here. So it's that go-between person to get you from point A to point B and help you understand the whole process.
And am I correct when I say that, like, I heard that since you guys have opened, it has been just an avalanche of inquiries and people coming through. Tell me about that.
It has. Liberty, Missouri has needed something like this up here for quite a while. So we're checking all those boxes for people. I really focused on being very social with this group of people, with this community members, and everybody here has been extremely super social. So it has been an onslaught. Once we put that postcard out, I think we were all surprised by how excited people were. I mean, they're really stoked and excited about us here. So what's really made this a fantastic job is it's just so energetic and so fun.
What's like Liberty like? I've never
Liberty's very interesting. I've lived in Kansas City my entire life. I remember when Liberty was just a McDonald's heading out of town to go to Nebraska. Liberty has grown exponentially so much that it's big town, which still has very much of that small coffee clutch, let's go down to the local diner and talk type of thing. So it's a lot of 6 degrees of separation here. Everyone knows someone who's something, and they're all coming. So it's been a lot of word of mouth.
What kind of amenities and types of things can someone who's calling and inquiring expect to see once the community opens?
Well, we are scheduled to tentatively be open summer of next year. It was going to be sooner, but with COVID and everything, got everything kind of all thrown around. The great thing with us is if you're an independent living or you're an assisted, it's all the same amenities. So we have the restaurant 7 to 7. You're not stuck with having Salisbury steak and cottage cheese today, and that's your only choice. No, there's a full menu, and we try to also every season change that up. So there's something always fresh. It's great to have people come in and meet with their friends. I tell them, 3 meals are included, but if you want to come down and have snack, late snack, early morning lunch, it's all welcome. Come in, have enjoyment, have fun. You never know who you're going to meet. We've got a lot of residents. Actually, we've got a pool. Some of my residents actually are water dancers. So they've already requested that. I'm feeling a very Esther Williamsy thing going to be happening here in Liberty. So you may see us on the next Olympics. So I honestly sometimes question my own life choices because I've got people who are coming in who are in their 90s, who are ballroom dancers, who are swimmers. And if I get out of bed wrong, I throw my back out. So I need to really adjust maybe what I'm doing in my own personal world. So, but it's all of those interactive things. And we already have actually a group of people who've gotten together who love bridge. So we're already going to be having bridge tournaments already set up for when we open. So there's a lot of that interaction, just a fun party group of people here already in Liberty. Their life is just so amazing here. It's just so energetic. I love talking to people, and that's really what a lot of this has been. It hasn't been about, what size is the room, it's making, they're getting to know who I am. They're trying to buy from me. I mean, it's going to get hard because I'm having people making me promise, you're going to stay, right? I'm here. I'm still here. I promise I will be here through the hall. So yeah.
If I see this randomly on, Facebook or YouTube or something, and I don't know how to contact Wellington or how to contact you to inquire more about it, how would I go about doing that, Drue? How would I find you on here, there at the Wellington?
You could either call the number that is listed on our postcards, or I'm going to give a really great, so we are located here in Liberty off of 291 South. It's important to say South, because you go 291, you're going to end up at the Dunkin' Donuts. Now, who doesn't love a good Dunkin' Donut, but you want to come see me? I'm in a Shame shopping complex. There's a Big Biscuit and a Price Chopper. It's really easy. I tell people for directions, I'm between Sally's Beauty and Great Clips. So you can be pretty, get your hair done, and come talk to me. So it's easy. We are, the actual complex, though, the Wellington is just one block over from us. So a lot of people have watched it being built, which has been great. So there's that real close connection between what's over there and here.
Oh,
so, and they've done a really
great.
good job in the office to really showcase what the inside of the building will look like. I've got the same carpet floors, a lot of the architecture, a lot of the styling is the same thing. So it's a good cross between everything. So it's a real great image.
And once the community is open and lively, there's still going to be close enough to all those shopping centers, if grocery stores, that if residents need or want to go out and get their own things, they absolutely can.
Absolutely. And the great thing with Kansas City is, in Kansas City, you really need to know, like 435, 35, 69 highway, I-29, you can get anywhere in the entire city in like 34 minutes. So that enables us to a lot of extra stuff, off-Broadway shows, the dinner theater restaurant. I mean, it's those sorts of things besides just the standard shopping, going to, faith services and stuff like that. The other things we're able to offer that are really easy for us to do. So,
what kind of advice would you give to a resident or somebody who's calling to inquiring about, it might be on the fence to come in and see you, or to start that conversation with you when it comes to deciding that they want to move towards senior living?
My biggest thing is just sit back and look, what are you currently doing? Where are you? What's your space like? If you've got plenty of people to talk to and you've got that whole social aspect, then look at us as kind of an idea of, you've spent a long time taking care of a house, mowing your lawn, paying those bills. I mean, what I'm telling people is we're like an all-inclusive resort. You're coming to us, we're taking care of all of that worry for you. All you have to do is just enjoy being you. And that's what we offer. We offer the opportunity to just now be you, do what you want to do, and not worry about those things we've all had to worry about, from the teens up until everything. We are really, really busy. I mean, at this point, we've already have 31 people who are interested in coming to the Wellington. So if you're wanting a space within our community, now's the time to actually come in and do it. It's just a little bit, and it saves whatever you want in there so that you don't lose out. Because now at this point, it's losing out on the space you want within the community. And that's the big one right now that I'm really telling people is if you're even on the fence, like 5-10%, just take the jump. We can discuss after, what you want to do with that community deposit that you're going to put down. Save it, keep it. I just don't want you to lose out on the opportunity to have this experience. I mean, we all do it. We all wait too long on things, and then we're like, So,
and a deposit is actually really reasonable when it comes to that.
Yeah, right now we're doing, it's called the Pioneer Program. So it's $500 to put it down, and that's completely refundable if you decide at the end of this, you're like, you know what, I'm just not ready. That's fine. I'm okay with that. If you're not ready, this isn't right for you right now. I understand that. You can just keep it and hold it and go on a wait list if you want, or it's just, you can get it back. So you're not losing anything, you're gaining so much more. That's how I look at that.
Yeah, exactly. There's literally a win-win. There's no lose in that. If you are in the Liberty area, you're in the KC Market, Apple, and you are interested in what Drue is talking about, reach out to him and find him there at the Wellington Senior Living. Drue, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is awesome. I love the tie. What's the button say?
This or this? This is Kate Spade's spade. It's a spade that matches the tie.
I couldn't see it very well, and yes, I now can tell.
It's all about logo.
That's true.
Apparently in luxury market, it's all about the logo. So it's branding. It's all about the branding. Branding.
I love it. Drue, thank you so much for taking the time out of your super hectic schedule and hanging out here with us at Nicely News.
Absolutely. It was a lot of fun.
Until next time.
Till next time.
Thank you very much, Drue, for all that great information. And if you are interested to learn more about the Wellington Senior Living in the Liberty, Missouri area, go ahead and give this number right here a call and then talk to Drue directly. He can't wait to hear from you. Well, that'll do it for this week's episode of Arrow Nicely News, you all. Until next Friday, have a great weekend, have a great week. From all of us here at Arrow Nicely News, I'm Lenny Hernandez.